The antitrust lawsuit against NASCAR continued in Charlotte as 23XI Racing and Front Row Motorsports presented their case, focusing heavily on NASCAR President Steve O'Donnell. A veteran of the sport with 3 decades of experience, O'Donnell spent nearly 5 hours on the stand on Thursday, fielding questions from both sides. The plaintiffs, represented by Jeffrey Kessler, led the examination, with NASCAR's defense team represented by Christopher Yates taking just over an hour, with more testimony scheduled for Friday morning. Kessler's questioning centered on allegations of anti-competitive behavior, highlighting track exclusivity agreements and concerns about Tony Stewart's Superstar Racing Experience, or SRX. The series, featuring identically prepared cars and top drivers at short tracks, sometimes drew higher ratings than NASCAR's Truck and Xfinity series when it aired on CBS Sports and ESPN. Evidence showed NASCAR executives, including O'Donnell, reviewing strategies in June 2022, discussing responses ranging from potential boycotts to creating new series, with SRX as a central example. O'Donnell explained that SRX was originally intended as a summer series for retired or non-active drivers, not to compete with NASCAR or feature current Cup drivers. However, the inclusion of active stars like Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott, and Brad Keselowski altered that perception. Text messages presented in court revealed discussions among O'Donnell, Steve Phelps, Scott Prime, and Ben Kennedy about SRX. In one, O'Donnell wrote, "This is NASCAR, plain and simple. Enough. We need legal to take a shot at this," prompting Phelps to suggest they put a knife in this trash series. O'Donnell told the court he asked legal to review SRX due to concerns about activities on the racetrack, but did not elaborate further. The testimony also addressed track exclusivity rules, which prevent NASCAR-sanctioned tracks from hosting competing events without approval. Speedway Motorsports requested an exception for SRX in 2023, but NASCAR denied it. O'Donnell explained that exclusivity agreements, many signed for 5 years beginning in 2015, were designed to keep tracks loyal to NASCAR and focused on promoting Cup events. Exceptions exist for IndyCar, IMSA, ARCA, modified races, and lower-tier series. But Xfinity and Truck Series agreements include restrictions against events that mimic the look and feel of Cup races. NASCAR also removed the 3 strikes rule from the 2025 charter agreement, which had allowed teams to push back against cost-increasing decisions 3 times. O'Donnell said teams were using the rule to block new tracks, which would have prevented events in locations like Mexico City. The updated sanction agreements, such as one with Atlanta Motor Speedway through 2026, continue to enforce exclusivity clauses while balancing exceptions for select series. The trial continues as both sides present evidence, leaving jurors to weigh the balance between NASCAR's business strategies and claims of anti-competitive practices, with the spotlight squarely on the president and the sport's governing rules.